Saturday, June 20th, 2026. It is 9:30 p.m. I worked today. I worked 10 to 6. I did in-store shopping. Deadest day ever. I only did I only picked two orders, and the first one I picked was when Bianca went on break. That was on her phone. So on my phone, I only got one order today. Unbelievable. That's the slowest day ever. Hella boring. I'm exhausted from being boring, I guess. The World Cup's going on right now. So when there's games, like there was like three games today on TV, dead. Dead in the store. In-store shopping is dead. Everything. So it's crazy. So right now I'm working in-store shopping is my main gig, ecom. And so I do that 3 or 4 days a week. And then I do bulk for Donna. Right now, the last few weeks I've been doing a day, full day, because Robert fractured his right. This kid, Robert, who does bulk. So there's Jacob and Robert, two young guys who do bulk too. And then so Robert hurt himself hiking. So I guess I'm getting his hours for that full day of bulk. I guess, I don't know. He's out right now. And then I'll do like the last couple of weeks I'll do like, I'll come in at 10:30 and do like an hour and a half in bulk and then the rest in ecom. Um, but you know what? For like the last month, whenever I had downtime in ecom, I would face grocery. And for a long time, I thought, man, the grocery manager Cheryl doesn't even say anything or notice. Finally, she noticed, or like finally she saw me over and over, and she's like, "Hey, thank you, thank you." She gave me two star cards, and then she's like, "You know what?" She wanted to get me to do grocery, but I know that Sean doesn't want to give me up. Same thing like the other store. Christy didn't want to give me up for ecom. So Sean, I'm Sean's guy right now. So Cheryl, not so this is Saturday, so not next week, but the week after, I have one day in grocery. She says she needs another closer, which I don't really like close going in that late. I mean, it's going to work out though because I need time to do videos and stuff like that. So if I don't go into like so that day I'm going to go in for grocery clothes, I'm going to go in at 3 o'clock, 3 to 10. So that'll give me plenty of time to go to the gym, work out, and do videos. So I'm back in HBA, Home Business Academy. They have this new thing called Traffic Maestro, which is like mind blowing. It helps you do videos. It like so you feed it asks you a bunch of it's like an AI. So Home Business Academy added this to their premium at no extra cost. I mean, they're so it's just crazy how this AI program basically you feed it a bunch of it'll ask you it when you first onboard yourself. You ask you a bunch of questions about yourself, your background, your wants, and not needs, desires, like hopes, dreams, and it develops a profile of you, and then but with that profile it writes you can say, okay, I want to do a Facebook post. Boom, write it out. And of course, you can always tweak it. Short form video, long form video. It'll write a script for you. It'll give you topic ideas. It'll do the thumbnail for you. It'll do the SEO, the hashtags, the whole. I mean, it's just incredible. I will never not have this. And so, HBA pays it 80%. It's a one tier affiliate, pays 80% commission. So if you go if you get they have a $10 level, and then that's like the Go app. It's like a morning routine app thing. That's $10 a month. And then the next level up is you add $25 a month. That's a funnel builder. So that's $35 a month. And then if you add the premium, and you get a bunch of stuff, but you get Traffic Maestro. I think altogether it is $138 or $148 a month. It's worth it. And you make if you refer somebody at that level, you would make $128 every month. So also I think it's $156 a month, something like that. But your commission on your personals is $128 a month. So you need a lot less people basically to make like $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $2,000 a month, whatever. So that's that. And I'm going to use that to brand myself to do if I want to do Melaleuca, which I rejoined. And so this month I joined at the end of May, right? They had this promotion where you could get double pay setter for like 2 or 3 months. I thought it was for 12 months, actually. So I should have waited till June to sign up, but I said, okay. But then when I started for like a day or two reaching out to people, it felt really yucky, spammy. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And then I never realized that Melaleuca doesn't allow you to say Melaleuca. I didn't know that. I know you couldn't make income claims, you had to make short videos, but I know you actually couldn't say Melaleuca. I'm like, that kind of sucks. And you can't even say the wellness store. I'm like, oh shoot, okay. But that's why, they say we don't want to burn the field. Because of that restrictive nature of it, it actually levels a playing field, because in a lot of other companies, the big people in the company, they just blast it all over the place, and you have to compete with them on YouTube or Facebook, and it's impossible. So it's kind of like it helps the little guy. But so I want to do that, and then I joined Melaleuca, love the products. I did about 150 points this month in June. I did 3 orders. And then when I did an order yesterday, and I had done already 2 orders. So the what are they? The ProFlex bars are amazing. I'll never not. I don't get tired of them. There's 2, like the chocolate one and a peanut butter one. And I just every morning when I take my vitamins, I eat one of those ProFlex bars plus a little energy shot as well. I think the energy shot is less than $2 each. So it's cheaper than buying a $3 energy drink at work every day. So even if I don't build Melaleuca, I want to, but there's a lot of structure. You need a lot of people on your team, and you need 8 personals, then you need 10 personals, and really to get to the high ranks, you need to be with Melaleuca full time is at senior director. So there's director, 9 levels, senior director, 9 levels. Once you're in senior director, a lot of people are full time. There's executive director, 9 levels, national director, 9 levels, corporate director, 9 levels, and then presidential director, right? So, but it's a lot of structure. So I got that. And then, of course, I signed up with Legal Shield March 1st. So after 6 months, you can do a no contest divorce. Hello. I'm going to keep it for at least that and check that out. Yeah. So I'm pretty much getting 5 days a week at Sprouts already. And the department's fighting over me, oh, we want Darren. No, we want Darren, So I want to learn grocery, because that's one of the big, I guess, so the big 4 in Sprouts are grocery, produce, meat, deli. And then I think the second tier would be like bakery and dairy. And then the bottom tier is bulk and vitamins. And then I guess front end, you would say front end is also a big one, because a lot of managers come out of front end. So, service manager, head lead cashier, stuff like that. And then what else you have? You have the receivers. And then there's people that do like the price changes, the scan coordinator. You have that. There's other positions too in Sprouts. There is the AC, the administrative coordinator. What else? Anyway, and I found out at Alhambra, there's somebody who does the frozen overnight, 12 to 7. See, in Scottsdale, it wasn't like that. Jim was the frozen guy. He came in during the day and worked. So trying to get Andy in there too. I talked to Sean about that, because at the team huddle, they said, we're going to hire for cashiers. I said, if you know anybody, right? And so after I said, hey, Sean, my son's like, so I don't know if you're going to go for it, but trying. Because I've been sending him a lot of links to apply for a lot of stores. He doesn't get any calls. I don't know. I should ask him, what does your resume look like? But he could also go in the stores, and like I told him, but he doesn't do it. He's doing DoorDash right now. He's getting pretty serious about DoorDash. And see, in California, they actually have a thing where if you sit out there all day and don't make enough money, they pay you the balance. That's really cool. They don't have that in Arizona. Not even close. So I did unfollow Jessica on Instagram, because her stories always pop up in my feed. And I'm like, the little bubbles on top, she was always there. I'm like, yeah. And the last time I looked, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to see that. Like one of her stories was a real man will do A, B, C. D. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to see that. I'm like, I'm torturing myself. I mean, her profile is public, so like if I want to look at it, I can. But I don't need to be seeing that. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Um, what else? What else? That's about it for now. When Kyle takes the car, I do Lyft home and to work and back. Um, yeah, I just want to do a video. I'm gonna start cranking out videos a lot using that Traffic Maestro feature on HBA. So it's really good, and I want to sponsor people on that too. I think you're full time. Like if you got 40 people, you would be full time. I think 40 people is 10,000 a month, isn't it? I think something like that. Anyway, so I got HBA going right now. I got and potentially Legal Shield and Legal Shield and Melaleuca. So that's it.